Yeah.
Welcome. Welcome
Hello,
to
hello.
Wielding with Buds.
Hi.
Oh, this is going to be awesome because this week has sucked balls.
We seem to be saying that a lot these days.
It's true. It's true. I think it's it's like the end of winter and like I've effing had it with this bullshit. Stop. And let's get into summer, but it's just kind of dragging on.
Yeah. Well, you got another 3 months of winter
3 or
before
4.
you guys are out of it.
Did
Somewhere right around that mark.
Yeah.
Give or take a
the
month.
goose see a shadow, or
Somebody shot him and ate him. So we're screwed. Like, I mean, there's no shadows to be had. He's a lump on the ground.
R.I.P.
So we don't know if he saw his shadow before it.
Yeah.
Maybe on the way
It turns
down.
out it was Punxsutawney Phil there shot Gary the Goose. It's international warfare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a rival.
I mean, he shouldn't have been
There is.
standing
Yeah.
Yeah.
He couldn't see him. He was in his shadow. He got scared.
He's coming right for us. Oh my god. Oh, well, welcome everybody. Who do we got?
Yeah.
Wendy. I see Wendy's there. Oh, what did it say? Oh, Wendy's in Edmonton this week. Good.
Nice.
It's going to be the nicer city this week anyway, Wendy. We got Parkdale Playboy or Claxton. Todd's here. Doug. What else we got? Ellison. King Oldendorf. PBJ.
Hello, hello.
Delicious. He's so delicious.
He's lickable. Yeah. So, what's new with you fellas?
It's been a week. It's
Yep.
been a week. I was telling these guys I had a week where my boss was out the whole week taking vacation, and then one of the people that works for me is out on leave for the next 5 weeks. So I was basically doing 3 jobs this week. So a little bit
Awesome.
rough. Yeah.
That's a lot.
I mean, 3 compared to the half I usually do.
Yeah. It piles on there real quick when you actually have to do more than half of what you
Right.
normally do.
Right.
Yeah, that's why
I
I
sat
set
in
my
the hospital all week, so that was awesome.
That's why I set my goals lower.
That's right.
You're never not satisfied.
We're not satisfied. I actually, I didn't tell you guys. I actually just had my last day at my office, and I'm moving on to another place on Monday.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Did you just move on to another place? Like,
I did.
So
I did.
this was So
Almost
this
a
is news
year.
now.
Almost
You
a
hear
year.
it here first, and so do we. The so this was the place that you went back to, though.
Yeah.
Okay,
Promises that were made just never really. They just
come to fruition.
they just didn't happen, and unfortunately, my ability to lead the design decisions just kept getting chipped away because more people wanted to be part of the project that I was supposed to be doing. So
Yeah.
didn't work out, but it's worth a shot.
Onward and upward.
100%. So
Yeah. So the new place doing along lines of the same thing.
I'll be going back to more K through 12 adaptive reuse, new work, stuff like that. So where I'll have a lot more hands-on in the design decisions and also leading staff as well. So
I mean, you're
So
pretty
this
good
place
at hands-on. Did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
how do you think I
He's
sold
gonna be
myself?
good.
I was
He's
gonna
be
say
good.
Yeah.
you
I-
brought out the trophy, didn't you?
Yeah,
I
he's
didn't bring
gonna
out the
be
trophy,
good.
but I did send them the exclusive 5-minute montage we've made of our every competition. So
Fantastic.
yeah.
Like it's just the finishing moves, right?
Well,
It
I
was
mean,
5 minutes of
leading up
finishing
the
moves.
first 4.5 minutes, it's like leading up to that. It's constantly cutting, and then the last 30 minutes is just all finales. It's great.
Just all finale. So just like getting just smashed by a cow.
Who's gonna eat the biscuit at the end, though?
That's where the video then says to be continued.
Oh, but you gotta hook them, and then you gotta bring them back for more.
100%. That's how I get the job.
That's right.
I gotta see the rest of this.
Well, that's good, buddy. I'm glad you
Yeah.
found something. Hopefully it pans out and hopefully it's good.
Yeah, thanks. It's been a busy couple weeks trying to get everything finished on what I was doing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, onward and upwards.
Awesome.
Doug mowed the damn yard today. He's whipped.
Oof.
Doug mowed the yard.
Tanner
PBJ's
trimmed his
listening
bush.
at Kohl's. I was at Kohl's earlier tonight. I had to buy the kid some pants so he could ship them.
Did you ship the pants?
He's gonna ship his drawers.
He's gonna ship his drawers.
No, funny story. So the kids were getting ready for a band concert last month, and Nathan goes to put on the pants that he wore the last time they had a band concert last year, and be damned if they didn't fit because he's growing like a freaking weed. So, but he tried them on the day of the concert instead of doing it the night before,
Seems
and
legit.
so.
Mm-hmm.
Like his pants will not fit, so yeah, we went and bought new pants the day before his concert because he's got a concert tomorrow. So at least we got it the day before this time.
Sure.
Hey Abe, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, I would put in an order for 12 months from now for a new pair of pants.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh. So what are you guys building tonight?
I gotta get these digital instructions are gonna be the death of me. I'm gonna finish up the observatory. I don't know if you all can see it here. I got the dome to build on it.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm gonna finish
What are you
that
thinking
up.
so far?
It's a beautiful set. I'll pull it up and show folks. My main complaint with it is they like almost overdid it with piece count when they could have made some different part substitutions that would have lessened the piece count. And maybe the cost was there. I just don't know. Like they have you brick build 5 big ugly rock panels. It's the exact same shape as the big ugly rock panel. It's in a color that they still produce. In fact, it was in one of the round 2 designer program sets. So it's like if they told the designer, hey, you can't use that piece, I get it, but they just used it last year. So why would they do that? So you have to brick build them. So it's like, I don't know, 30, 40 pieces to build these things, and so repetitive when they could have given you one rock panel. You would have thought that would be cheaper, but maybe it's not.
Yeah, so you're looking at 200 pieces right there.
Versus 5.
Mhm.
And so it's just stuff like that. But other than that, it's cool. It's a ton of detail, very detailed inside. Now, you got this one? Yeah?
I do. I have not built it yet. Oh gosh. I don't know if you guys can hear that.
No.
Oh, okay, cool. A lot of noise going on behind me at the moment. My oldest has a sleepover, and I can hear my youngest losing her mind right now.
So do we.
Thank you, microphone. We're not picking up any of that.
No.
No. But so looking at the pictures, it looks like they packed in a ton of cool parts and things that you normally wouldn't get a lot of. It seemed like they kind of took advantage of that with this set.
Yeah. Lots of details. There are a lot of stickers. You're in sticker hell for the first, I don't know, 5 steps. Like there's a full
The
sticker
first
sheet.
5 steps.
Five bags. Like if you
Okay.
call the bag steps, like Bretsky does.
Okay. I was like, wow, that's not going to be fun.
And then the other weird thing about it is it's not 32 by 32.
No.
The footprint of it ends up being 32 by 36.
Oh.
But
Okay.
weird thing, you clip on a 32 by 4 section. So you can make it 32 by 32 and just take off this panel.
All of that beautiful brick built
All of this beautiful work. You can take that off and it's just 32 by 32. But like if you want to keep this, which I would,
Yeah.
how do you mills plate a 4 by 32 section? You're gonna have to cut a base plate, right?
Ooh.
So
Well, you could just mill it separate still, right? And then
True.
have the ability to move it somewhere else.
true. Yeah.
But I love that the part that is that that comes apart to make it is all your beautiful brick built rocks. Well, that's cool.
It's pretty wild. Here, I'll show it off real quick. So, yeah, you got a nice little waterway there underneath the walkway and the tree. And then that's what I was saying. And then the back looks nice too. And they did a nice little mix of masonry bricks and regular bricks. And then, oh, Jesus, there goes all the things. The other thing, though, is
that horizontal.
I just got all the minifigures thrown up here, but the designer didn't put jumper plates on any of these tiles. So that's annoying too. I'm gonna have to go back and replace those.
Every time you pick it up to show everybody, they're just going to slide all over the place.
Yeah. What color pattern do they do for the tile work there?
It's light bluish gray and white.
Okay. So, you know, we probably all have a bunch of extra white 1x1s.
Yeah, jumpers. Yeah, for sure.
Well, that's a bummer.
So that's what I'm working on. Sorry, that took a while.
Eric, what are you working on, buddy?
I think I'm gonna put together this incredibly damaged box, the Inquisitor set. Figured it's a nice low set. You know, as we're getting close to Ahsoka and some other stuff.
Cool.
You know, Obi-Wan just finished.
Yeah. Did he call you afterwards?
I never give anyone my real number. That's not even funny that you would assume that I gave them my real number. God. What do you think of me?
Not very much. That's good. Did they give you?
What are you building, Kev?
Nothing. I'm just gonna sit here. Did they give you a discount on that, Eric, or did they give you something for that box?
Extra points.
Extra points. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna build something that's old, that's been sitting beside my desk to build for a long, long time. Whoop, this guy.
Ah, nice.
There we go.
Yeah, I felt that I really wanted to do some stickers.
I was gonna say you're gonna be in sticker hell tonight.
Yeah, you know, as I look at that now, I'm thinking I should reevaluate my decision because I'm really not in the mood for stickers.
You can do it. I think they're big stickers. They're pretty big.
Yeah, you can get them.
You got this.
You got it, big guy.
Or you can just chuck it when you get too frustrated. There you go. Abe says he's building Tuscan Brickhead tonight. I still need to build that one. Oldendorf finished his observatory already. Only flaws he thinks are the brick built burps as well. Brian J's here, and then Copper's here. Says, haven't been here for a while. I see facial hair is now a requirement.
Yeah.
No, I did shave tonight actually. And Tanner hasn't grown. Oh, sorry, you're talking about Tanner's. Yes, Tanner's glorious beard.
Mm-hmm.
Glorious.
That's right. The Amazon rainforest ain't got nothing on that. thick and lush.
That's what she said.
Not talking about his pubes. I'm gonna build. I'll
So
go after this one.
go for it, fellas. We got a lot to talk about. We had some new sneak peeks come out for movies. We had a really banging episode of The Mandalorian this week.
I haven't watched it yet. Sorry.
Oh.
Never mind. It was really bad.
Yeah, it was the worst.
Yeah, no, I
We
was in the
spend a lot of
hospital
time
all
on
week, so
Coruscant again. It's terrible.
I will watch it tonight, but yeah, let's not wreck that one yet. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I'll just tell you, it's good, and I think there was a lot of complaints about last week's episode because it was kind of silly, right?
Yeah, I didn't mind it too terribly. I still thought it was better than any episode of Boba Fett, but
Yeah.
but I'll watch.
all the speeder bikes.
They're my fave.
They actually had some of those speeder bikes in last week's episode, except for they were all white.
I saw them.
Same exact speeders. Oh, that looks good.
This
That's
is
how it's
awesome. You know, the best part about doing lots of decals is when the sheet comes like an accordion.
Yeah.
And Aspen said, did you read Aspen's there? Or build it into a 32 by 32 mils and mock something to go next to it.
Yeah. You could do that too. Or I could just put it on a 48 by 48 as well and just build some
Yeah.
woods or hills around it, whatever. There will be a solution eventually. Yeah, Mandalorian this week was really good. You won't be disappointed, Kevin. It's
Okay, good.
a banger. It's a total banger.
Good.
And then we got the trailer for Ahsoka, and oh man, that one looks like it's going to be incredible.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely incredible. Especially if you watched Rebels, and I know Eric has.
I have not continued. I have to pick back up again where I left off.
Better get that going before Ahsoka comes out.
I know it's tough. To keep me involved in watching it. I don't know. I think sometimes I just kind of get lost that it's animated, so I just kind of
Sure.
lose interest for a little bit. But I did start watching, and I'm an episode and a half into it. House of Dragon.
Oh, yeah.
And it reminded me of what I didn't like of Game of Thrones, and there's
Really?
just so many characters that I cannot remember everyone.
Yeah.
And trying to understand who they are, and now it's quite far in the past, right?
It is like 100 plus. Somebody in the chat will correct me. It's 100 to 200 years before the
Before
setting of Game of Thrones.
So really, just last names are going to be the only thing that I'll recognize, right?
Right.
Probably,
Correct. Yeah.
unless I knew like some of the other backstory. But so it was good. First, like I said, I watched the first episode and a half. I think I fell asleep during
Yeah.
the second one, but
It's
enjoyed it so far.
just tough. There's so many time jumps in that one, and they change actors throughout the whole thing.
Oh no! I thought I saw that a little bit in the preview of where it's like coming up in the series kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I was just hoping it was like a natural progression for the aging, but it's not. It jumps all over.
Oh, it jumps a lot.
Did you read Doug's comment there? So my TV crashed last Friday morning, thinking you guys would be streaming in the evening. He ran out, got it all set up, and realized we weren't streaming.
Oh no!
Hey, Tavern.
Tanner is so sorry about that.
It's Tanner's fault.
My fault.
It's
Always my fault. Copper said, only problem with the Mandalorian is that he's become sort of a supporting character. I kind of like that about it. I kind of like that. Now,
yeah. Didn't he star enough in Book of Boba Fett? Doesn't
Yeah,
he get a little
exactly.
bit of a break?
exactly. I like that he's a supporting character to like Bo-Katan and the other Mandalorians. I'm a little worn on Groves. I'm a little worn on Groves. I think they could do
Really?
a little less of him. Yeah.
Really?
Although this week was kind of good.
Yeah, this week was probably trying to making up for that.
Yeah.
Not that anything cool or anything happened, Kev. We're just saying, you know, that's nothing.
You guys can talk about it. I'll probably forget about it by the time I watch it anyway, because I'm just not that smart.
I'll forget about it by the time the next episode comes around. So, but there is some more Lego gift with purchases that came out, right?
Yeah.
What do we got?
Well, today the flower pot came out, and then you can get they brought back the 4x4 ambulance and the springtime VIP pack. So you spent $150 today, you could get 3 promos.
Which was there talk about that 4x4 coming back, or is that?
No, I don't remember hearing that at all. Now, I mean, this will be my second one. I haven't even opened the first one yet. So.
Mhm.
And then, did you guys see the May 4th promos yet?
Yes.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
So little mini Death Star there, and that one's purchases I think 150. And then there's a coin, another Return of the Jedi commemorative coin. That one's 85, and then there's a little X-wing poly bag for 40 or whatever.
I was happy to read and hear that the coin was a gift with purchase. I was fearful that it was going to be a VIP, like redeem points kind of thing.
They've been decent about that though. The last couple of years between the keychain or the 2 keychains the last 2 years. So.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
That's probably what I'll do is I'll grab that Inquisitor then. Because how much was that Inquisitor US, Eric?
Is it 119 or is it 99? I think it's 99.
Yeah, so like 120 or 30 here. So that would get me my coin or whatever.
Yep.
Well, if you don't, Kev, I think I'm gonna because I still need to buy the helmets, which 2 of the helmets will get me 1 set of promos, and then I might buy the 3rd helmet and like one of the Super Star Destroyer.
Yeah, I want that too. I want that really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Although, does that come out June 1st or May 1st? It's May 1st, right?
I think that one was May 1st.
Yeah.
So I might get those as well, and so I might double up on the Star Wars promos and hook you up.
That would be helpful.
Todd, House of the World 2 did come out. I think it was only out for like 2 days. It came out on the 1st, and it was only out for like 2 days, and then it sold out.
What was that?
The House of the World number 2. That's that.
The first one didn't sell out right away, right? That was available for
the first one
while,
was available for
right?
a while. Yep.
So I wonder if people are picking up on, hey, let's try to bank and hold on to these and be able to sell them as a full set.
I still haven't opened mine, so I might end up doing that eventually, selling them.
Hey, Birdsky.
Hey, Andrew. How you doing?
Todd
said, Kevin, did your girlfriend make it out of Arizona? It's starting to get hot here. It was in the high 90s earlier this week.
Oh, yeah. She's been home for a bit. Now. So, yeah, it was a little chilly when they were there, actually. Their last day, I think, was kind of cold and stuff. They got a couple days of rain and stuff like that. But, yeah, they've been home for a little bit.
We've been seeing 80-degree weather here, too.
Yeah, we had 85 plus the last 2 days.
Yeah, we had. So I was in BC all week. We had an accident at one of our shops. One of my employees got really, really hurt. So I was with him in the hospital all week here, and I flew home today. And I was telling Tanner when we popped on early there that just about didn't make it back today to stream. My plane got delayed big time today because I guess there's some volcano in Russia erupted. and it's spewing ash, and the ash is all the way from
Spewing
Alaska
what?
to Calgary. What's that?
It's spewing what?
It's spewing ash.
Okay.
What did you think I said?
I think he knew you said that.
Okay.
I think he knew. I think he totally knew.
Totally knew.
Totally knew.
Was it this, Tanner? Tanner, was this one? We have this.
I can do hand signals too, guys.
I didn't see that. What was it?
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve. Yeah, so I just about didn't make it home because apparently a Boeing can't fly through ash or something.
Oh,
I mean, it's probably not just a Boeing that can't fly.
Yeah,
It's
talk
probably
about
No, that's what
poor
they said. I
design.
mean, clearly I was on a Boeing, so it had to be a Boeing.
Yeah, talk about poor design. Jeez.
They had it's funny because I fly on Swoop usually, and they have usually the shittiest planes in the world because, well, they're Swoop. And like they're the old wrecks, the stuff that should be retired probably.
Oh, nice. They pull them out of the ocean. Is that what they do?
Yeah, pretty much. But the last two, when I flew down there, it was one of the older planes. But the last time I went down and coming home today, it was a brand new plane, and it was just absolutely gorgeous to fly on that thing.
You guys ever end up watching that documentary on the what was it, MH370 or whatever, the airplane that kind of just disappeared
over the Pacific, right?
Yes,
Is that one?
Is this a Netflix one?
it was the Indian Ocean actually, but yeah,
Indian Ocean.
yeah,
Okay.
Netflix.
I didn't
It's a
see
Netflix?
that.
I will watch it. Maybe text that to me because I would love to watch that. I don't know why I love watching that shit. Anyway, go on with it. Tell us about it.
Ethan
Well,
and I didn't watch it but I think like the History Channel or something recently they talked about that.
Yeah.
I
I remember hearing about it on the news, but I didn't realize all the stuff. Like there were so many crackpot theories about it, and hey, Kendra, it was
is that the
basically
one?
they just talk about that, right? So this plane leaves
Hey, Kendra.
Indonesia in the middle of the night for a red eye. 2 a.m, they're transitioning into Vietnamese airspace. So they tell the control tower says, hey, we're going to lose you. We're going to hand you off. The guy says, all right, good night. And then they never hear from the plane again.
Mhm.
Right.
Do they
and
end up finding it or?
They've yet to
they
find
still
it.
never really found it. They found pieces that washed up on that shore of Africa that think they may belong to it. But like they said, Inmarsat, which is this British satellite company, tracked it, do a U-turn, and then just fly out straight into the middle of the Indian Ocean.
Mhm.
And then there was this big investigation that said the pilot had this on a simulator, like the pilot committed suicide and mass murder. And then they said there was a theory that the U.S. shot it down in the South China Sea. And then like it's all of this stuff, and it's told from all these different point of views. Just very, very interesting. Right, you don't hear any of this stuff on the news, but yeah, still to this day, they don't know. They can't definitively tell you where it crashed. They didn't find any of the wreckage. The Australian government was like searching the Indian Ocean for almost a year, I think. Just
Wow.
out there searching the bottom of the ocean, trying to find it. Yeah, crazy.
So there's another show I've been watching that was it's like that. There's multiple shows on it, and I can't remember what it's called, and it hasn't recorded in a while. I hope maybe it got canceled, but these guys are basically doing radar, and they're finding these shipwrecks, right? And they're diving on these shipwrecks, and their ship and plane wrecks are coming across in the bottom of the ocean because there's so many like undiscovered shipwrecks and all this sort of stuff, and they're coming across like stuff that still has full cargo loads in it, and it's absolutely crazy to watch this stuff. And I'm like so into this. I absolutely wish that when I was a kid we had the accessibility to the shit we have now, because my career path would have been drastically
Totally
different.
Yeah,
Like
for
I would have
sure.
been a diver, honest to God, I've been a rescue diver, or like I would put everything in my power to get myself down south, or somewhere where you're diving every day on these wrecks, or
Yeah.
treasure hunting or anything like that. Like it's full intrigue. Like it just, I don't know, gets the mind working, and
Mhm.
some of it's pretty horrific when you figure out what happened and stuff like that. But
That's the
pretty
interest
cool
of
when
this
they find it and put an end to it, right?
for sure. So one of the guys on this documentary, like really rich dude, entrepreneur or whatever, and that's like his hobby is going around doing stuff like this. And so he hears about it and wants to try and help. So he flies out to Madagascar or Morocco or somewhere on the Western African coast, and like just starts walking down the beach looking for stuff to wash up on the shore. And he ends up finding like a shit ton of it because that's just what he wanted to do, just wanted to help out. And he's really wealthy and has the time and can do that kind of stuff.
Holy shit, Tavern, seriously?
Yeah,
I
so
did watch that.
I watched it too. I got really into it too. Like I watched
Well,
it.
I'm right into it.
Like,
I needed this to finish. I needed to carry on.
I was popping on the message boards on Reddit,
Yeah.
and like I wasn't commenting, but I'd read all the theories and all the the internet sleuths that are tracking stuff down, and all this stuff. It's crazy.
So it's because you're only getting, and I mean it's all. I mean it could be
it's very
much,
one-sided. Yeah,
it is one-sided, but I mean from the stuff that happened, like it to me personally, it very looks like he got set up big time. And
to me, the only clear, definitive thing was that the police force didn't really do their job out there.
No.
That was the big, clear, definitive thing for me. And part of me thinks that the guy was definitely guilty, or at least was more guilty than the documentary led on to be. But the police didn't do their job, and the cousin, the boy, he totally got effed, right? Like,
well, that was coercion. That was coercion. That was the textbook definition of coercion. Like,
right,
of battering someone into saying what you want them to say.
right.
If you repeat it enough, they will say. And like, not to be rude, but those folk they have diminished brains. Like they're not. These are not super smart individuals, right?
Well, there was
what does diminished brain mean?
Exactly.
I think there was a lot of
funding for this channel, Eric.
There was some inbreeding in that family going on.
No.
A little bit.
Yeah. Hey,
what is
Brick
inbreeding?
Doctor's here.
Hey, Joe.
Hey,
Joe, I messaged you the other day. Did you message me back? You didn't. I was checking up on Joe, asking him if he was dead because I hadn't heard from him in a while.
and then you're like, and I don't think he responded. So
He didn't respond to it, but he's not dead. He's here. He's right there. Like, here, I see him, guys. He's live.
Kate says, not mentally deficient means they can only count to 7, Eric.
Bingo. She is extremely smart.
I don't even know what that means.
Exactly.
Oh, Joe's playing the new phone who dis issue here.
Oh, really, Joe? I sent an image of me wearing the necklace.
I'll tell you what's wild is that Avery family. So the brother, the older brother of the girl that got murdered, he like works for the Green Bay Packers.
Really?
That makes sense.
Or he did, at least up until a while ago. He's like in one of their administrative departments.
That makes sense.
I heard he went on a lot of
Football games.
darkness retreats and
Probably. I mean, that's what they do. Kind of like the Yankees.
Did you guys hear who the hottest team in the NHL was?
The Bruins.
yeah,
No.
I would say probably the Bruins. Yeah,
No, I mean at the end
4
of the
wins.
season.
Or
4
Thursday.
wins?
It's like a temperature question. It's probably Phoenix.
Yeah, I was gonna say Florida.
Might be
But
Florida.
Either or, yes.
Did you say the balmiest team in the NHL? Like the sweatiest team?
Yeah,
Hey,
like
your new computer's
like-
acting up, Tanner. It's
humid hot or oven hot. Like what? I don't know.
I hate you both.
Oh,
No. So who is the hottest team in the NHL other than the Rangers?
Aspen,
he's
I
frozen.
stopped loving you today.
I mean,
Um,
one day after the season ends, and Kevin's suddenly a hockey fan.
Suddenly a hockey fan.
You know, I wasn't
Oh.
gonna say it, but I'm glad you did.
Oh, my team's get really hot. I'm a fan now.
We had to tell him that Connor McDavid was on the Edmonton Oilers. He had no idea.
He's like,
No
who?
What?
Johnny McWhat?
Yeah. No, that's Johnny Hockey.
No,
What?
I'll just have some chicken nuggets. Thanks.
He's like,
Why
wait
don't
a
you
minute,
guys
that
just
guy
let
in those
Connor the hell
Gretzky
shut the
commercials?
hell up?
Oh.
Anyway, this is amazing build. Great technique. Look.
Yeah, Elizabeth. She's like, jump on the bandwagon, Kevin.
Oh, I hate you all so very much.
Oh.
It's, you know what though, in all honesty, that series is going to be pretty amazing, I think.
Who are they playing? I'll be honest. The Blues
They
are
are
terrible. I have
playing-
not followed who's playing.
They're
who.
playing LA.
Oh, LA is like good. They're so yeah.
They're the
that'll be a
hottest
fun
team.
matchup.
They're the hottest team in the NHL, Tanner.
They are. No, they're back to the old LA, right? I mean,
They're
they're
close. Yeah.
kind of made it back. So that'll be a good series.
It will be. I mean, because they're all old. So, I mean, it makes sense that they got back to the old LA.
I mean,
No, they it was a bloodbath last year. That first round, it was such exciting hockey.
Mhm.
They went 7 games last year.
is Edmonton gonna make it out of the second round this year, or are they just
I think they have hopes for it.
They're not Calgary, dude. They're not Toronto.
okay? All right.
Are they going to make it out of the second round?
I mean, it's a legitimate question.
No, it's not.
Hey, the Blues are 10th from last, so they got like a 3% chance at Bedard. So
You know what the best part
Fingers
about that is Edmonton will still probably get Bedard.
no, he's gonna go to freaking Chicago. They're not gonna let a shitty team get him. They're gonna
Imagine he's
They're
going to
gonna
go to
rig it.
Chicago. He's going to go to Chicago, and Taves won't be there.
No, he's definitely going to Columbus. That's the hot market.
yeah. All right, he's going to an original 6 team, and it's gonna be Chicago. I can already feel it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too upset about that.
Oh, Aspen says Kings and Coyotes are playing in Melbourne in September. Well, go and cheer for the Kings because they're going to slaughter the Coyotes.
You never know. I saw that, and again, this isn't to make it all about the Blues, but the Blues have literally the only player in hockey that's Australian playing on their roster. Don't you think they would have wanted to pick?
And how far away were they from last in the league?
Look, they're playing Phoenix. Come on, they finished with a better record than Phoenix or Arizona.
Okay,
sorry,
fair point.
Arizona.
Fair point.
So you would have thought they would have picked a team that actually has an Australian player, but that's okay. That's all right.
Is he signed through next season though?
He should be.
Okay.
He's pretty young.
What's his name?
Nathan Walker.
Oh, okay.
It's Nathan Walker, by the way.
Walkabout.
Yeah, man. Get to know your team.
But it doesn't matter, Tanner. There's no St. Louis fans in Australia anyway. So, I mean, they should just stay in USA.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah, he probably came to the States at a very young age.
IRL, I think there might be at least a couple of St. Louis fans. You okay, Kev?
That's
Oh,
That's-
good one.
that's-
that
that's
was you
certainly
win.
better than a hand.
You win. Mic drop.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
guess
Just a
never,
second here.
ever-
Just hold on a second. Just a sec. Kevin DeBase, take Tanner's award, please. He's the wiener.
Woodchuck the gray squirrel. Woodchuck the gray squirrel.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right,
I
that
guess
was
I
funny
can't do
as
any
shit.
hand gestures anymore. That's
Hand jobs?
no, that's not off the table.
That's not off the table. Oh, and is anybody else in the chat going to Chicago? I'm asking for a friend. I need someone that would need to stay in a room with someone so that they feel safe. Because I don't want to sleep when I'm there
Yeah, you
at
do.
all. No, I don't. I'm actually afraid for my face and my skin.
Better
Kate
get
has
over
a
that
46
quickly.
pack of Sharpies, and Tanner's learning how to draw with his left hand and his 2 feet, as well as his right hand and his mouth at the same time, so that they can get coverage of penises everywhere.
It's come along very well, I might add. So
Yeah, and the bigger fear of it is that Eric promised that they could trace his, so I'm nervous.
I don't know what the funnier joke is.
They're both
Two
pretty good.
jokes immediately came to my head, and I just don't know which one's the funniest one.
At least they'll be
So many
small.
things that could be said right now. Well, I mean, it could be worse.
Could it?
It could.
He
I don't know how.
wanted to give a shout out while Tavern's here. He just kicked off a podcast on his, I believe it's on his YouTube channel, but
Yep.
kicked off a new podcast. I think Shy Time is My Time was his first guest, and
Was
he's had a couple guests. I think Kate's going to be his next one or one of the next ones as well. So
he also asked me to be on, but then I had to go to BC there quick, so I will get on there with him as well.
there you go. But yeah, check out Tavern's podcast. And then I don't know if Brutsky's still here. I know I saw him a bit earlier, but Brutsky got his pirate in from Denmark, and so I think coming up around the end of the month, I think we landed on the 27th. He and Mora and I are gonna build the pirate together over on Brutsky's channel.
Oh, nice.
Arr.
Arg!
So you will open it. Good.
I will open it. Yep.
Good.
I want a pirate. Does that guy that you still got yours have him, Tanner? Or yeah?
So he didn't. So I felt really bad because right after I told people about it, was it 2 weeks ago?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Paul PBJ asked me. He said, "Hey, what's the store's name? I want to look at one." And I told him, and he had them all. They were all gone. And I said, "Sorry, man. He had 9 on here like 2 days ago. I can't believe they all sold, but they were all gone." Well, he bookmarked him, and he said he loaded up again. So he's got some more on there, and Paul already got his as well.
But I don't know why you sound surprised. I mean, you know the reach this channel has.
It's true.
And the
You're
stream
you're
has.
right.
I mean,
You are right.
you realize we can make or break Frickling sellers.
I mean,
you
that
know?
guy should be giving me some 3/5 commish on that.
100% of the 60%
every time.
100% of the time.
That's terrible. You just
Sorry, Brutsky. Mark, Mr. Bookie Boo is going to join us as well. He probably won't be building a pirate, but he'll talk with us. And KO, King Oldendorf, is headed out for the night. Take care.
take care, King
Thank
Oldorf.
Brian just ordered a pirate last night.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. So somebody local now has the UCS Slave 1 that they're trying to sell.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
They've got it listed for 410. I'm thinking about what I might offer. The only thing is it's like a 45 to an hour drive. And I really just don't have the time to do that.
You just tell them. You're like, don't you know who I am?
I'm the juggernaut, bitch.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
friends with Tanner.
Exactly.
He'll probably just give it to me at that point.
And he's friends with Kevin.
No, do not mention my name. I am Mud. So they'd be like, oh, yeah, oh, okay, so
Sorry,
you owe
it's
us
sold.
money.
It's not available
Yeah.
anymore.
You
They'd
owe
be
us
like,
money.
Kevin, oh, he's that bandwagon Oilers fan. Yeah, we feel sorry for him.
They do. You're not wrong.
How's the stickering going, buddy?
Oh, it's going swimmingly, actually. They go on well. They're not, like you said, they're not tiny. Like, they're all decent sizes, and
That's
so
what she
they
said.
go on pretty good.
Oh, I'll be right back.
It's all adequate, is what she said. Oh, apparently Eric's out again. He must have to go take
No,
the car
she said
rack
they're
off the
not
top.
tiny. They do the trick.
They do the trick, yeah.
Yeah.
You betcha.
Kev, did you get a chance to watch the Ahsoka trailer?
I have not, actually.
Oh man,
I missed out, like, like this week, because it was just such a shitty week, and with everything else that was going on, I basically lost a week to everything. I just,
okay.
for someone who's shouldn't be so busy, I was just way too freaking busy. So I will try to catch up on all that stuff this weekend for sure, because I actually feel bad about missing a lot of this stuff, right? Like, it's it's what I enjoy, and I'm not getting a chance to take any me time. So,
Well, thank you. I feel better about that now.
and Eric's a piece of shit. Oh, he's back.
Thanks for
hi, Eric.
apologizing.
It looks like it's going to be incredible. I love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, Aspen says, "Quick, mute and do it right now. We'll wait." Would love it. It is a short trailer. You could watch it really quickly, but I'd love
That
to
is
hear
true.
your thoughts on it because
Okay.
Oh, and we get to see your reaction.
Okay, I will
Right.
bring it up on this computer
yeah,
here.
live reaction. That'd be-
Yeah, live reaction.
It's
And then you just show every 7 seconds of the video and clip away, and you're good, right? Isn't that how that works?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that's how it
exactly.
works. It looks like it's going to be incredible. Looks absolutely incredible.
Ahsoka trailer. All right, I'll mute.
All
You want
right,
to mute?
live react here.
All right.
Let's see it.
Yeah, I could never make the time, but
If
with
I
all
touch
this-
myself, is that okay? Is it
Yes.
okay? Okay.
Yes.
I mean, I'd be disappointed
Asking
if you
for a
didn't.
friend.
Yeah, I'd
Asking
be
for a
disappointed.
friend.
I mean, that would tell us that you didn't care for it if you don't.
It
So
would tell us you're not really watching it if you don't touch yourself.
right.
And you're going to get 6 more Sharpies if you don't touch yourself. Sorry, don't distract him. Don't threaten him with a good time.
I gotta go upstairs and get my iPad because I just realized that I don't have speakers on this computer.
Oh,
You're gonna love the trailer.
Oh, I can watch it on my phone. My phone's
It
right
is
here.
visual too.
You're such a- Oh,
No, it seemed like the Ahsoka trailer and getting into the Rebels and with all the stuff they have coming out. I would love to. I just don't have the time to like watch everything in like cinematic order.
I don't have time to go back and watch it, so it's nice that I watch the breakdown videos afterwards
Mhm.
and they remind me, hey dummy, this is all the stuff you forgot about. And then it brings it back to you.
Yeah.
So
And what was
those
Rebels?
channels,
Was
new
4
rock stars
series?
and what's that?
Rebels was 4 series or 4 seasons.
4 seasons, yep.
So what were you saying? Sorry.
Oh, I was saying like new rock stars and Screen Crush and not just anybody but Charlie. They do really good breakdowns.
I don't know why you dislike him so much. I mean,
Oh, I just can't stand that
there's
guy.
so many giveaways. And,
Just not a fan.
all right, let's see. Well, I can't tell if he's licking his lips or not, but
I can tell he's got a boner. See how his face is getting a little white? That means
Yep.
all the heads rush, or all the blood's
All the
rushed
blood's
out of
gone.
his head.
Yep. Pretty sure I just saw the table move too.
Yeah.
Oh, he's almost done. Why didn't he go full screen on this?
He's going for the big finish.
Yeah. Can't wait to see where that fist goes. No? What?
Brick Doctor says, anyone know the RRP on the Pirate? I'm fuzzy on my acronyms. I'm guessing that's the retail price. I think it's $85, so roughly 80 pounds, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
it's definitely under $100, right?
Steve says that's he's showing his vinegar strokes. Did you watch The League, Eric?
No.
Oh, man. That was a funny show. Joseph says, hey, guys, quick question for Market Street. Should I build it on just one base plate, building on mills? You should throw it in the trash, Joseph. Just throw it right in the trash can.
Very
right.
good. I would say no to that.
Yeah. Build it on one base plate.
Yeah.
It doesn't come apart. It's not two buildings. It's just when that came out, they only had the half base plates, or they were only doing.
Yeah, I mean, unless you want the ability to switch it to the other side, but
Yeah. What do you think?
Uh,
I mean, we know what you
you,
thought.
you look exhausted now.
yeah.
You need a cigarette after that one, don't you?
So the first thing that comes to mind is one of greed. And being that Thrawn is obviously going to be in that,
Mm-hmm.
we will get a set with him in there now.
So I shouldn't buy the old one, is what you're saying.
I wouldn't, not at this point. I mean, unless you really, really want. I mean, I wouldn't have one. I think somewhere. I'm pretty sure I do. Oh no, there it isn't. But yeah, I can see a set coming out with him in it again. So
100%.
I think M&R has that market cornered anyway. I think he owns 10,000 of them. So
Yeah, he's got a bunch.
he would buy a shit ton, that boy.
Yeah, he rightfully should, I guess.
Well, he can afford them. So yeah, like I mean, of that, yeah, I don't know. That's probably one of the ones that I'm most excited for.
Mhm.
The Ahsoka series.
It looks incredible.
It looks
And
very
the
incredible.
two, I don't even know what they are. They're not Sith. They're not Jedi. They have orange lightsabers. Like
The
they're
droids.
the guy and the girl. The guy
Oh,
walking
cool.
down with almost the Vader
Mhm.
scene, the hallway
Yeah.
scene, like going crazy and
Yeah, because I think they're going to be new characters, right?
yeah. But then the droids work for them, likely,
Yeah.
right? We're expecting.
Charlie told me that.
Yeah, so I didn't realize that either. But Aspen said the woman playing Hera, I think it's Mary Elizabeth Winstead. She's married to Ewan McGregor,
Hmm.
the actress.
Interesting.
So that's pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah, Brutsky says Dark Jedi. Yeah, that's very possible. But so the time period for Ahsoka is basically right after we saw her in Mandalorian. That's when it's going to take place.
Yeah, all
Right.
of this is kind of coinciding timeline,
Right.
pretty much.
But you're seeing like Lothal, so you're seeing Sabine Wren, you're seeing Hera and Chopper. You're definitely going to see Ezra. You're going to see Thrawn. So yeah, it looks really, really
They're starting to
good.
bring all the cartoon stuff in, right? Like, or the
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Which is why I was like, I need to watch Rebels because
Yeah.
I'm going to have no clue.
yeah, it's I'm pretty excited. Like I said, that's the one I've probably been the most excited for. Other than Mando, like I love Mando, so I think they're
Yeah.
doing a great job of it. The one episode I didn't love this year, but that's one out of how many, really.
What was I going to say? And then they announced that they're working on 3 Star Wars movies. One is going to be a bridge between basically Ahsoka and The Force Awakens, and it's going to have Luke in it. And Filoni's directing that one. They're going to do one with Rey that's supposed to be like 20 years after The Rise of Skywalker. So she's going to
All cinematic theater releases or direct to.
Yep.
Wow,
So-
what's the third one?
That was interesting. I can't remember what the third one
Okay.
was. But it's interesting that they did that because I could have sworn they said Skywalker Saga is done. We're not going to do those characters anymore. We're going to do different characters or farther away in the universe. And then I guess they said, never mind.
Yeah, maybe they
Well-
can do something really interesting with it, right? It's probably going to then piggyback to something else in the future, right?
Brick Doctor, you pulled the trigger on the pirate too. Good for you.
Attaboy.
Nice, man.
Yeah, I want to. That's one I really want. Damn it. Damn it. I got to get after that.
Yeah, 190 is not too bad. That's I think I got mine for about that after shipping, $200 after shipping. So
So $200 US, $250 Canadian.
yeah, I think Brutsky did a little better than I did. He bought from a different seller, and I think he did a little better than I did.
Was a seller in Edmonton.
No, he got his from Denmark. They're going to do a second season of that Star Wars Visions, that animated series that was kind of halfway like anime. You
Yeah.
guys remember that one? They're doing a
Yeah.
second
Oh,
season
what
of
was that one?
What did you say?
What was that one? I don't even think I remember.
It was on. It's on Disney Plus. It had a lot of like characters that we haven't seen before. Although there was one that was kind of like, it was like almost baby kids on Tatooine as well that had some of the characters we know of, but most of them were just kind of obscure stories. But it was in that anime style of animation.
Mhm.
Japanese style animation. I thought it was decent. There were a few episodes that were really good. There were a few that were just kind of meh, but they're going to do a second season of that. There you go. Yeah, Britsky said he paid $183 US.
Ooh, in
From
your
where,
face.
buddy?
The
Hey, Trevor.
Hey,
are you
Trevor.
guys familiar with or know more about the was the video game? It's the Fallen Order. They have a second one coming out.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, it's Survivor, right? Jedi Survivor.
Yeah. So when is the timeline of that? Do you know?
It is between 3 and 4.
Okay.
So it's around the same time Rebels is, actually.
Right.
In
So it
fact,
would
it's
also be around the time of what, Obi-Wan?
after
thinking-
Obi-Wan.
Okay.
After
Or
Obi-Wan.
after.
So, and it's got some of the same Inquisitors from like that you see in Obi-Wan
Yep.
and Rebels and all that stuff.
So I was wondering if there's going to be a play where some of that also comes to
Live action.
Disney
Yeah.
Plus live action.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, good evening, Seth. Seth said, evening. Third Star Wars movie is Down of the Jedi.
Oh, thanks. Okay, where it all started. Okay,
Oh.
so that'll be like Old Republic era stuff.
Mhm.
Hey, Fall Equinox.
Hey,
Hey.
Yeah,
Well,
Steve. Neither can I. I got addicted to that Fallen Order. Like I crushed that game.
I still haven't finished it.
Oh God, I finished it twice. I went back and did it again.
But when did you open up the game?
What? You're supposed to open the game?
Oh, yeah, that's sorry. I guess we forgot to tell you that. So what platform is that on? Every platform, or is that
What's that? The game?
specifically PlayStation? Yeah.
The game's on every platform.
Okay.
I have it on PS4, I think.
I had it on Xbox, but I've got a PS5, so I'll probably get it for the PS5.
And I
That one's got Vader in it. You actually fight Vader in the end of it.
Oh, really?
There's
Spoiler alert.
there's for the Oculus, there's a Star Wars game that I'm curious about. Like, it's only a $12 game, but you're fighting with lightsabers and stuff like that, and
Mhm.
it's supposed to be pretty cool, but it's like $12, so it's it's going to be short, right?
Yep.
And then they stack on top of it. I guess they're going to do more and more. But I wouldn't mind if they came out with that Fallen Order on Oculus. That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, Seth says BD1 came from Fallen Order. Now, I don't know if it's supposed to. I don't think it's been confirmed yet that the droid in season 2, and it was actually it was Book of Boba Fett, right? It was episode 4 or 5 of Book of Boba Fett when the droid came out.
You see him in there, right?
You
So
see it,
BD1?
but they haven't confirmed that was BD1. It was a droid that looks exactly like BD1, but his coloring
Right.
was a little different.
Yeah, that he's also in Mandalorian.
No, it was Book of Boba Fett.
Right. But there's like a BD1 style droid in Mandalorian as well.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna Google it.
Clash of the Titans.
It was the episode that was a Mandalorian only episode that we saw him in Book of Boba Fett. That's maybe why you're confusing it.
He's going to the tape right now.
Go for it. I'll fight you right now.
Well, it's good to know about the Oculus because the twins' birthdays are coming up next month, and Ethan gave us the list of what's on his birthday list of gifts that he wants, and it starts with the Meta 2 Oculus.
Yeah, so that's the one I have, and it's there's a game on there called Beat Saber,
Mm-hmm.
and they got like really good music and stuff, and then there's boxes that come down, and you've got 2 lightsabers, and you're slashing the lightsabers in directions. It is unbelievable. What did Steve say? That BD1 was Mandalorian.
I'll fight Steve too. I'll fight you all.
Oh,
Because
because with a
it
beard
was-
now.
It was the episode it was the montage episode where he's building the N1. Was that Mandalorian season 2? Or was that Book of Boba Fett? Doesn't he build the N1 in Book of Boba Fett?
Yeah, because isn't that the only reason you liked?
He isn't
Boba
Boba Fett. Like it is there, but he's also in Mando.
Yeah, and I think that whole episode was then him traveling, and he sees Paz Vizsla in the
Yes.
armor and stuff
Yes.
again, right?
But that was a BD droid. Yeah, Aspen says I am correct. That was a BD droid. It's never been confirmed it was BD1, but it looks exactly like BD1.
I like
But
this.
that was Book of Boba Fett. I think it was
But
episode
that's the
5.
same. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though too. The BD droid is in Mando, but he's not. I'm not saying it's BD1, but there's a BD droid in there
Where?
at where he gets his with that chick with the what's her nuts. Where he gets his ship fixed all the
That
time.
was
Where he
Book
got
of
his.
Boba Fett.
He also goes there in Mandalorian.
He does, but we didn't ever see that droid outside of that episode.
He's walking around with her, like when he lands there last time, where she's like, "Where's my little guy?" The BD droid was walking around in the background.
Was it? I don't remember seeing that.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jenny Bricks.
Look at
Hey.
Steve's right. Aspen, ever since that Boston Bruins comment, nothing.
Hold on. He picks up his new ship in an episode of Book of Boba Fett.
He does, but when he comes back in this episode, that thing is still at her. The BD droid's still there.
So Aspen says it's
Yeah,
BD.
there you go,
72.
Steve. It's the episode with the Jawas. Like when he lands there, I remember she goes, "Where's my little guy?" And Grogs pokes his head up and then does the flip out of the thing into her arms. The BD droid was zipping around there.
So that was like episode 2 of season 3.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Pull up the phone. We'll wait again. Go ahead and watch through the
I'll
series.
check the tape afterwards.
Did you see what he just did there, Eric? He threatened me with kung fu. Did you see
I
what he
did.
did? He was like,
I trust you,
Yep.
but I will verify. Trust but verify. That's what I do.
He's checking his
But-
sources.
But because I don't remember seeing, I wasn't really watching for him, so I didn't remember seeing him in that episode. But I believe you, sort of.
And Steve, because Steve's saying it too.
I believe Steve, sort of.
Yeah, Steve kind of swayed his vote on that.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't listen to me.
Yeah.
No,
No.
Steve didn't sway my vote. I think you're both full of shit. But
Steve, I'd have to apologize for Tanner here. He's jealous of your glorious facial hair.
I know it's tough to remember because like it was a Book of Boba Fett episode, but it was really a Mandalorian episode.
No. I totally agree with you. He was in there, 100%. But and then it was everybody was, oh, was it BD1 or was it just a BD droid? Blah 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 blah. Because there's tons of these different droids with this like the same front numbers, right? Like I mean, that
True.
was the topic, but that same droid is in Mando. So it's just like a
Like
just a BD
R2D
droid.
bag, right?
Yeah.
Very famous droid.
Fall Equinox, I'm on bag 21. 21, so I am slowly behind you here. Working on the dome. Steve says, I'm almost positive Amy Sedaris was haggling with the Jawas and they shoo them away. Then Mando shows up and gets the Jawas back to find parts.
Yeah.
So that's when he's looking for parts for IG-11.
Yes.
Okay.
He's looking for the circuit board part.
I believe you. Okay, there you go. Aspen confirms you're right. But you first saw him in Book of Boba Fett.
Ooh. This is
And you actually saw him. He wasn't just in the background like dilly-dallying, behind a freaking boom mic.
I'm sorry, Tanner. You said I'm sorry wrong.
I'm sorry, Kevin. I'm sorry.
wow.
Don't know what I was thinking.
How's
And
it feel
for
to
the
get
record-
served?
I know that everybody knows that Tanner is probably 1,000 times smarter than Eric and I put together. But
That would be 2,000 times.
I got that one.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. I'm
Yep.
wrong. You're
Mhm.
smart. I'm dumb.
Wow. How does it feel to be
It
served?
sounds very much like Adam Sandler.
You're good looking. I'm not very attractive.
Tanner can
I'm
count.
sorry,
8.
baby. I think they're excellent finger paintings. You're a lousy kindergarten teacher.
Yeah. Oh.
Well,
I wanna kiss you.
That is one of my favorite movies.
my, how the turntables have turned. Ugh. Man. How does it feel to be so wrong? So dead wrong.
There's the first time for everything.
There is first and last.
Yeah, Steve says I can count to 8. So
Okay, bragger.
It's only if he takes his right socks off and counts all his toes. Eric just got that.
I'm looking down. I'm trying to count my toes. 10, 11, 12. Okay, good.
98, 99, 100. I don't know if you heard, but I did over 1,000.
Good times.
I needed this.
Yes.
Connor, you'd be happy to know that when you were away, Eric and I held a consistent 3 viewers every night.
Mm-hmm.
It must have been all the hand gestures.
It must have been love. I don't know what you're talking about,
But
hand
it's
gestures, because we
over
don't.
now.
We attracted a different clientele. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was none of these innuendos. It was all very high level. We talked a lot of
Yeah.
chess strategy
Totally
while you were
highbrow.
gone.
Totally
know.
highbrow program without me. I'm the one bringing us down.
We were reviewing some of Magnus Carlsen's greatest hits. It was a wild show. It was crazy.
Doesn't he play for San Jose now?
He's on the hottest team in Major League Baseball.
He's an Oiler?
Yep.
I thought you were talking about Magnus Payardi. What?
Magnus.
Oops, my bad. Wrong one.
Toadworks here says, a few weeks ago, I went through the whole day at drill thinking people had 20 toes, and nobody corrected me. Till the end.
Oops.
Aspen says rubbish. LOL. Everyone was still there, and I only missed the one. She was setting up for the ball. Sorry. So was Eric, though.
In fairness, yes.
He was setting up for the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't he always?
Do you know how Eric got to the ball?
Only on the 29th of February.
Do you know how Eric? How do you know when Eric gets to the ball?
Oh.
I thought that was a question for the audience.
Yep, totally me bringing it down. Totally me.
Oh no, I know I'm bringing it down. It's all good.
I wasn't saying that to point fingers or the blame on anyone. I was just saying, we
Look at Aspen's comment.
what?
She got it.
Yep. Bricklets is here.
Hello.
Down to 20 if I use my feet.
Wow. So that got out of hand fast.
And in the throat.
Out of hand and in the mouth, right?
Okay, Tanner, I get it. I'm sorry.
Did you say sorry?
No, you did.
While I'm doing this, we've all seen that one on Instagram and stuff. The guy that did the big version of this with all the moving staircases and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That blows me. I would love to see that thing in real life. IRL, I mean.
IRL.
Yeah.
Seth, yeah. Aspen's telling us about it. I haven't watched it yet, but they're doing Lego Masters, Grandmasters Australia. So they're bringing back a bunch of the
really high-end
best
teams.
contestants from the first 3 or 4 seasons. 3 seasons.
Very
4
cool.
seasons.
Oh, interesting.
First 4 seasons.
And I think we've all said throughout here that the Australian Lego Masters, way better builders. Like the stuff that's coming off that
It's a
show.
better produced show.
I think so. Yeah, there's partly in that, but the builds that are coming out of there blow my mind.
I
they're
think
not
Blow my mind.
focused on the North American reality TV style, show, right? Because apparently,
I mean,
that's the only thing
they've
that
got
can sell.
some of that. Their last season, season 4, they started a little bit into that. They had a little less talent than they had the first couple of seasons, but
Mhm.
Yeah.
still way more than we have had on our
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Oh, Kate's talking about the build you were talking about. Kevin Eric Law is who built
Yeah.
that.
That I just love that. Like that'd be a gorgeous showpiece.
Speaking of Harry Potter, did you guys hear they're doing HBO's going to release a show?
No.
Going to do a show that's based on the books.
Huh.
Isn't that what the movies did?
Yeah, but the show's going to obviously be a lot more content. So brand new cast, new.
Weren't the movies?
Yeah. Isn't that what they did?
Oh, you sons of two-timing
So
bitches.
would that mean then I wouldn't have to watch the movies and I could watch the HBO show?
Just 7. You only need to watch 7.
I think you should watch them both and do a book report on them.
No.
It would be interesting. So we have the illustrated books, right? They've been coming out with these fully illustrated books, and they've come out with 5 of them. It seems to take forever between books, but they've come out with the first 5, and I've read them to the kids. Like we just every night I'll read a chapter to the kids. So we just finished the 5th book, and then we watched the movie. And there's so much difference between the books and the movies, like so much. And that happens, right? You got a book that you're trying to fit into a 2-hour movie, but it kind of leaves you wanting, right? That some of the changes they make to get it all shoehorned in.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. So Tom Felton, who played Draco Malfoy, is gonna play his dad. He's gonna play Lucius.
Oh,
That's
cool.
kinda cool. I expected they were gonna do some of that, bring some of the characters in. Yeah, and Aspen said a decade. They're talking about like 10 seasons of it.
Wow.
Oh.
Well, it'd have a following, right? Like it's just.
It will, and I don't know. There's going to be people that feel that way, right? They love the movie so much, and it's going to be hard for anybody to see it any differently than the movies. But you know, if they're able to get a little closer to the source material with it, I think I'll enjoy it. If the cast is somewhat entertaining, but there's always going to be people like, that's not my Harry Potter, right? Or
Well, like
that's a different movie.
Like Toadberg just said, except Hagrid, right? Like big part of that gone.
Well, and they're going to have to be careful, right? Because if they're going to stretch over 10 decades, some of those kids might get aged out of the roles. Some of the teachers might die, like happened in the movies, right? So it'll be interesting. Oh, she said Adam Driver is Snape. I could see that. I could see him being Snape. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Allison said she's skeptical of it as a HP nerd. Hope they don't ruin it. Yeah.
Well, then they say they come out with 10 seasons, right? That way they can try to lowball actors and everything and not have like a Game of Thrones issue, right? Where the final 2 seasons are shortened and lacking because, money issues.
Yeah.
And all that, is going to depend on how good it does anyway, right?
Yep.
If first season bombs, then there ain't going to be no 10 seasons, right?
I'd hope not.
Like the Rings of Power, I think that Amazon said that they were going to do 7 seasons of that, 5 or 7 seasons of that, but I don't know if it was as popular as people thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
And Aspen says the HP movies were done about 10 years too. They were, but some of those characters aged out of their roles. Like at the end, did you really believe that the person playing Ginny Weasley was 17 years old, 16 years old? I didn't.
Because you have no imagination.
Clearly. Clearly. Like they're gonna have to get either actors that are very youthful, and then they're gonna have to stay youthful, or they're gonna have to make cast changes, or they're just gonna look really awkward. Neville's another one. That guy did not look like he was 18 years old, 17 years
Yeah.
old.
So here's I gotta share this. So my you guys follow me on the Instagram there, or whatever. I think it was Instagram I put up on there, maybe Facebook. I can't remember. I did this Conquer virtual challenge. So this just came while I was away. I just pulled it out of the mailbox today. So this one I did was
Oh, hold on, Kev. Hey, go big screen while you're talking this.
oh, okay.
Show it off.
So this one was kind of a big deal. This is what my medal came in today, and it's just the package there. So this one, the other stuff I've done, they send you the medals right away, and whenever you do the challenge, then you just have your medal. But this is the inside of the package, and this one was a pretty big one. So this one was 1,332 kilometers, 828 miles. Obviously, I didn't do that in one sitting because that would be difficult.
Amateur imp.
Amateur hour, yeah. So this is the medal that I got today. This is what they sent.
That was really cool.
Yeah, and it's pretty heavy. And then on the back, this thing actually turns. I'm sure it has some sort of meaning. I don't know what it is.
What kind of runes are those? Are like Norse or some kind of Celtic runes?
I don't know. Like the nice thing with this challenge was it's set up really well. It's there's an app, and you buy the challenge, and then the app, like through my Apple Watch and stuff, it records. Speaking of that, Eric, did you approve my friend request thing there? Or?
I didn't get anything.
I sent it to you.
When?
The day that I sent it to your email, so it should have come in email. Anyway, we'll get to that.
Oh, maybe that's why I didn't see it.
Fight. He probably sent it to the BD droid in Mandalorian.
So then he would have got it because it was there. So the app actually calculates everything for you. It monitors your, like if you do a workout and it's done through your Apple Watch or whatever you're using, Fitbit, it'll actually put your kilometers in for you. And I did it over 3 different items. I used the bike because I love to bike. I used the elliptical very little, and then I ran a good chunk of it. But there was a lot of biking and stuff in there too. I finished it ahead of schedule and stuff like that. I got very kind of focused in on it and really wanted to get it knocked out. But there's the tracking on it is phenomenal, and they give you it basically was the whole road around Iceland, and as you hit certain areas, you can click on the map and it'll take you to exactly where you are on the road in Iceland, and it's like Google Mapped, right? It's you're at that actual spot and you're looking at the actual waterfall, or you're looking at the actual terrain where you're at.
That's awesome.
And then they send you postcards that here you're at this spot today, and it's a scenic tour, and it was pretty neat, pretty cool to do. And I kind of like the fact that they didn't send you the medal till it was done, because that was pretty much my focus, was to get the goddamn medal. I just want my medal.
You did it.
I did it. Got it.
Very well done. So Bricklet said the runes mean earth, fire, water, air.
Makes sense, yeah. What did
And I
Tobo
could have
say?
told you that, but you didn't ask me. So
I found it recently how much the elliptical was holding me back. I ran 12:45 on the elliptical, but 7:47 on the treadmill. Yeah, I don't know. It was the opposite for me. That the treadmill or the elliptical gave me more.
Yeah, I think it's the opposite for me too. I go a lot smoother on the elliptical than the treadmill.
Yeah, so it was. it was good either way. It was good to give myself a break, and even I did a 6K run when I was in BC last week or this week, and I'm feeling it in my knee. I don't love running outside. I struggle with it, so I want to
Just
keep
wait
my
till
running
June
up.
in Chicago.
What's that?
So just wait till June in Chicago. It's going to be a hot one.
Yeah, it's going to be a hot one and stuff, but and I'll get it done. The running is getting harder and harder. As dumb as that sounds, it should be getting easier and easier. Did you just drop that, Eric?
No, nothing to see here.
Oh, you got to rewind that. What time are we at here?
I don't know where it came from.
27:13. The running's getting harder to do, and like being that I ran the bridge again, I ran the Golden Ears Bridge again, and it's hurting the knee a little bit here. This like today and last night and today it was just tweaked a little bit, but I'll keep my running up. I'll run the run in Chicago, and the other part that's pissing me off is Chicago. Like, I'm looking at that now that I'm going to start training for a 10K because I want to sprint the 5K in Chicago because I want a medal.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Yeah. I won't be able to do it. I'm just going to, I know I say that now. I'll just be pacing it slow. Screw
What
it.
time do you have to finish in?
First,
You just have to be one of the top 3.
Oh. All right.
which clearly I would be.
You
Wow.
get a T-shirt though. You get
Not
a
with
T-shirt.
that attitude, you won't.
I get a T-shirt though.
Get a
Mhm.
T-shirt.
Medal.
We can draw a ton of medals on that T-shirt for you if
I
you'd
hate
like.
you. I hate you so much.
They
I
might
mean,
have a
T-shirt
distinct
or
shape
your-
to them.
What's that?
They might have a distinct shape to them.
Yeah.
Those medals.
It's your T-shirt or your back. What do you prefer?
We'll use a banana for scale.
But then you're not drawing off Eric. Then I can tell you that much.
Oh, there's more.
If you're using Eric, it'd be more like a plantain.
Is that an insult?
Plantain's about this big, man.
There you go. We can make you a medal out of
Oh, so
Lego,
flat.
and it'll be like the ceremony at the end of episode 4, except for unlike Chewie, you're gonna actually get a medal. Okay?
You guys are mocking me now.
No, we're serious. Totally serious.
Medal's going to be a penis shape. I know it already.
Yeah. I mean, that's appropriate.
Yeah, I mean, listen, man. You know, winners can't be choosers here.
I don't think that's how that goes, but okay.
You don't know how it goes, okay? We're going to show you how
Laura
it
said her
goes.
May the 4th one just came in the mail. So are you going to do the May the 4th one again, Kev?
Yeah, I'll do it again, but I forgot to order it. I got to get on that. I can do that. Okay, like because the one that Maura was sending was the group one. A plantain is bigger than a banana? What? Is it really? I thought it was smaller.
Maybe the plantain juicy.
What's wrong with you? Oh, there's a reason you're in our friend circle. You're awesome. Yeah, after I made Morris send me the link a million times because I can never find the damn link. She sends it to me and I can't find it. I have no idea where this thing's disappearing to. Elizabeth said it's thicker and longer.
I don't think she's talking about a plantain.
Thanks for noticing, Elizabeth.
She's not talking about Connor McDavid either.
What?
I mean, he is pretty thick, but, you know.
But I don't know where I'm going with this.
No, I'm happy where I went.
He's okay. He can play a little hockey.
It just says plantain.
Tell you what, I'm kind of not loving building this dome. It's a little tedious.
Did you say dome?
I said I'm not loving building this dome. It's a little tedious.
Why is that?
I don't know. It's just a lot of like,
Because it's tedious.
because it's tedious. It's just a lot of weird like. Weird
It's all
shapes
brick
and
built,
a lot of
right?
Cheese wedges. Yeah, it's all brick built. And then apparently there's a part where you stack up 3 plates, 3 2x3 plates,
Mhm.
instead of just giving you a 2x3 brick.
Mm. Well, like
Yeah.
more MERPs and burps, you get to build brick-built bricks, so that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah, Fall Equinox has it right. Holy cheese wedges. It's a ton of cheese wedges.
Mm.
And I'm really OCD about making sure they're straight.
Well, speaking of cheese wedges,
Oh, yeah. Show off what you got this week.
I ended up mixing a lot of pieces in as well. Ethan's been using almost all my light bluish gray masonry bricks. Like every
Oh.
build he does, he uses just those.
He likes
So I
his
think I had
color.
like 3 cups, and I have like this much left in a cup. So I ended up stacking some stuff on the inside of the cup here, but they had a bunch of the dark blue or just trans blue cheese wedges. And then I kind of side stacked some actual bricks. They had 1x10 light bluish gray and 1x6 sand green bricks. So threw some of those in there, but
Yeah,
they had a full, well, the bin wasn't too full anymore of the pick a brick bin, but they also had a full stack behind that too.
That's awesome.
So,
You haven't gotten anything good like that recently.
well, they'll get to your store. I went in a couple weeks prior, and there were bins that were empty
Okay.
because they just didn't have a whole lot of stuff. So,
Abe's headed out. I'll see you, Abe. Yeah,
know,
I was going to ask that too. Did they have the boxes or were
No.
they
nope,
still no boxes? Yeah.
still cups. I didn't bring any cups with me, but they were nice and gave me the refill discount.
Well, I mean, you're kind of a big deal. So
Yeah. They
They
do
know
know
who
who you
you
are. They do know. So they had some good stuff and some gold fences, right? Yeah. But not as good as some other times I've been there, but she did hint that there was some more stuff coming. She didn't tell me what it was.
okay.
She's like, it's a piece that we used to have a long time ago and we haven't had, and we should be getting more of those. And I was like, okay, it doesn't really help me.
But she wouldn't tell you what it was.
No.
Elizabeth's off too. We'll see you, Elizabeth. Thanks for
No, Elizabeth.
bye. Maura said, Eric, what do you think of that build? She has it as well.
I like the angles and stuff on it. Kind of point where I like more color in the builds, which, I knew this was going to happen, right? Being all black, but the way they kind of work getting these angles here on the front is really, really nice. And just using some of like the a 1x4 bar. Do they have one? I should have another one in here.
Eric, what do you think, or I guess both of you, everybody, what do you think of the UCS X-Wing? I don't think that's one you have yet, Eric, so you didn't have the old one, right?
I did. I recently got that one with the group of the other UCS stuff I got.
Oh, okay.
So I have the second version.
Yeah, right.
So I'm happy that it's another X-Wing for people that, because it was 2013 with that last one. So I'm happy that people get a chance to get it that, don't want to dip into the retired market. I'm even happier because it means I can focus on other stuff.
Yeah.
But there's also some rumors of another set coming out later this year, right?
Yeah, Venator Star Destroyer, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That one I'm hoping is real, and that one I'm way more excited for, obviously.
For sure.
But I don't know what's different with this X-wing compared to the other one. I know it's more pieces, and maybe
Yeah.
It
they
was less
still
pieces,
didn't.
I thought, wasn't it?
So,
Oh, I
it's
thought
just
it was
assumed
less
it was
pieces.
1900 or so. I don't know. I haven't looked at the comparison. Monty says, yeah, you got a printed canopy, which the canopy on the 2013 one sucked. They actually gave you 2 stickers because they knew you were going to screw the stickering out of that canopy. But that's the biggest, I think, feature, and then the minifigures. But I think it looks, I think it looks a little chunky, like
I thought the same
especially
thing,
the
like a little
nose.
chubby around. Yeah,
Yeah,
like it was a muffin top.
I don't think it looks terrible. I kind of prefer the 2013 model.
Mm-hmm. It gets tough when it's probably an easier improvement if you look at the previous one, right? And that first
Yep.
X-wing was that 2005? Was it earlier than that? 2003?
Was it earlier than I feel like the first UCS were 04 or 05,
Right.
somewhere in there.
So
yeah.
it would be a big, huge improvement if they didn't have another X-wing in between.
For sure.
But I agree, that 2013 is a really nice build, and left me wondering, like, what is there to improve on it? Really,
I think it's less a matter of what is there to improve on and more a matter of
a lot
Lego
of
has
people
gotten
that
really
don't have
big over the last 2 years, and a lot of people don't have it. So let's bring it back so we can cut into that used market a little bit
Yep.
and make some of the money for ourselves.
Yep. Yeah, very true, right? I mean, that's the amount of hours going back to redesigning a new set, is far less when you're doing that than having to
Absolutely.
bring something brand new, right? It's the reason why we have so many remake movies, right? It's less of a gamble.
Yep, absolutely. Kate's going to have dinner.
Hey,
Good night,
Kate.
Thanks for
See
stopping
you,
by.
Kate.
Yeah, so Brooklet says the other one, the engines were too small. Now they're too big. The wings are too small. The nose is just, I feel like the nose is chunky. I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see it in the store when they have it built. That will be interesting to see. But
to your point, though, I mean, it's good. Don't feel like we have to have it, and you can save a little money and buy what you really want instead of.
So that's why I was starting to consider the UCS Slave 1 that's for sale nearby. And if I can get it for $350 or less, it's a pretty good deal for that.
And I'm really surprised they didn't go, if they were going to re-release something, I'm kind of surprised it wasn't the Slave 1.
Now would be a good time, right? Because they just did the 20th anniversary one a couple of years ago with Book of Boba Fett, Mandalorian. It does make sense. That would have been a good ship to do.
Maybe it's another set that it's going to be really hard to improve on because that one is incredible. The UCS Slave 1 is.
And it's hard to increase scale on that one, or else now you're getting to a lot of brick-built curves. Right?
Yep.
Because I wonder if they do bring that out, do they have to match the Razor Crest and have a full interior, right? I almost feel like for the Slave 1, they'd have to try to do that.
Yeah, more makes a good point. The name might be the issue too, but then they could just call it a Firestar class gunship or something like they did in Book of Boba Fett. I don't know. And I'm sorry, Bricklets is DCL, I think. I didn't put that 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he is DCL.
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised that if they were going to do it, that I figured they would have went with that ship.
Yep. Well, they're ending up right because now it's the anniversary. Well, no, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Because there's other ships that they could do a second one of that would be appreciated, right? Like going Imperial, they bring the bomber. If they go Interceptor, right? Like it'd be nice to bring those back up to today's standards versus what the
Yep.
originals were.
Especially with the 40-year anniversary of Return of the Jedi.
Right.
And now the Jabba sail barge isn't even going to be released this year. It's going to be next year when it's not the 40th anniversary. So yeah, I don't know. We talk about this every week. It seems like what goes through their mind, and I'm sure there's some kind of marketing that's done to figure out how sets like that are going to sell. But
Mm-hmm.
we know those don't always work very well. I don't know if you guys heard they're going to do some sets for 5x points on May the 4th week.
I did not
It's going to
hear
be the Cad Bane ship.
Mora,
Nice.
just so she's aware, it's ordered, done,
that. Proof.
proof.
So the Cad Bane ship, the Dark Trooper helmet, the Vader and Obi-Wan dual set, those are all going to be 5x points.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess I know I'm getting something that week.
I think
Right. I only want the Cad Bane ship, right, for Cad Bane. Like, that's the end of the day. But
and Omega, except for Omega's going to be in the new Advent calendar,
Mhm.
so you don't even need her for that. So Mora just got it, and she got it for like 40% off. She'll tell you
Which
where
one?
she got
Sorry.
it. She got the Cad Bane ship.
wow.
What did you?
Because it's expensive. It's
Yeah.
expensive for that ship. Like, that's clearly that one was affected by all the price hikes, right? I know everything is now, but that one should be the same price as I think the Guardians ship
When did the Cad Bane ship come out?
last year, right?
Last year, yeah. It's
Did
the
I
big
get it?
ship. It's the big Justifier, not his
Mhm.
smaller ship.
Oh, okay.
And I know I think Tiago was not very high on that ship either in his review, if I remember correctly.
Oh
Yeah.
wow! So DCL said Fennec Shan's helmet is $35 on Bricklink from that set. I know Mara was saying just the figures alone are like $80 or more
Mhm.
value between Cad Bane, Omega, and Fennec.
And it makes sense, right? Because it's $170 set,
Yeah.
right? And if you're like me who just wants the minifigure, then that's a big discount.
Yep. Oh, she said shop Disney this week, 30%. That's better than the 5x points.
That's
Big,
him.
big. You opened him up, eh?
Well, that's the second one. Remember, one back
Oh,
box
that's
was
right.
damaged.
That's right.
It's the only one I've ever opened.
Steve said he wants the new UCS X-Wing and Leia's helmet. That's really about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm going to start breaking down a lot of my smaller stuff and bagging it.
Yeah.
That's probably what I'll start doing on some of the streams now, is busting down sets and just bagging them as we're talking.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I got to start picking back up on the butcher shop for Brickworld. I mean, there's still a good amount of time for that, but
It's creeping up on us.
I know that's the
What is it,
thing. Like, I'm afraid if
8
I don't
weeks away.
start chipping away at it a little bit, all of a sudden I'm going to be rushed.
We're 8 weeks away. Whew. Excellent. I gotta get a couple of my little smaller builds knocked out for Chicago.
Yeah.
I haven't decided if I'm shipping this one yet or not. We'll see.
You talking
If
about
I
the
do, I'll
Sanctum
definitely-
or
Yeah.
the? Okay.
Sanctum.
When is Brick Slopes? Is that the one you're going to?
It's end of August.
Okay.
Last week of August. Yeah.
More get lights that light up.
Ah,
That's what I would do. Personally.
I can help you more. I just if you're gonna do light my bricks, I can help you.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm testing a few more. I got a whole bunch of additional LEDs from Blinky Bricks. because when I was testing them out, I just bought their 1x4 plates with the LEDs in them, and they're all like the 4,000 lumen type, right, where it's really kind of blue. But then bought a bunch of single bulbs that are more of an amber for the residential spaces, and trying to change some of those areas up.
Yeah, I would say you can do kind of what Jason's doing more is just get some LED strips. If you're really just trying to show that there's light inside the building, you don't need to go crazy with LEDs on the outside.
Yep.
You know, maybe light up some of the lamps or torches, but really just some strips in the floor.
Yeah, would work perfect.
Yeah.
Where's somewhere?
So I'll give people that are still here a little bit of a sneak peek. I was a company, a domestic company here in the U.S. reached out to me that is starting to. They're going to hop into the Lego display space. So you're talking about display stands and nice acrylic cases for Lego. They're called Shop Pop displays. They do a really wide range of products. Do a lot for Funko and some of the other collectibles and just different kind of display options. But they're going to release a Lego line this summer, and they reached out to me and asked if I wanted to showcase some of their products. So I'm going to be doing some stuff and review some of their stuff. Steve said they reached out to him too. So Steve, I don't know if you're going to partake in it, but yeah, they're going to send me a couple display cases. It's shoppopdisplays.com, Todd, and they don't have their Lego catalog out there on their website yet. They're going to launch it this summer, but it's a nice, Wicked Brick displays are really nice, but they're in the UK, and if you're in the US, it's gonna take 8 weeks to get them, and you're gonna spend probably $40-$50 to ship them here. So it'll be nice to have something similar that has that make them right here in the US, and yeah, we'll see. Steve, they are not a scam. They're a real deal. Yeah, Aspen just linked the website there. So, yeah, Todd said 8 weeks if you're lucky.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll keep everybody posted on that. I'll probably release some reviews on my Instagram, and then I'll probably give Kev a video as well to stick up on his channel if he's willing to do that.
Absolutely.
This channel, I should say. This channel. Yeah. Be cool.
Absolutely.
They seem very enthusiastic and excited, and they really want to get into this market. So
I want them to build you a custom stand to go over the Lego City.
That would be awesome. Well, and that's what they said too, is they will be in that market. They will design custom displays for your display needs if you need it too. So if you have a mock that you want a certain footprint and want to display, they will build custom displays for you.
Oh wow, yeah. That would certainly put them above a lot of places, right?
Yeah, for sure. So look for that in a few weeks. I'll be getting that and probably launch something in early May and see what we got. I'm gonna get a case for Mighty Bowser. So that was one I think would look good in a nice display case.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Harley.
Yeah, Harley. So are you already thinking about how you're gonna start doing the videos and stuff?
I haven't even thought about it.
I'd use a camera.
Oh, well,
Well, you're gonna give them every idea or what?
I mean, Thanks. Hadn't thought about that one.
I'm here to help, buddy.
Woo.
Sounds like you're halfway there.
Yeah, you got this.
Living on a prayer.
Just in time, Harley. We're just about to pack it up. Good job. Hey, Harley, did you find those 2 bikers yet? Harley picked me up some bikers from Toys R Us. He found 2.
Oh wow!
I still got a case. I'm like
Place is
gonna
still
pack this
stocking. That's
case
crazy.
for you. I'm gonna pack it like a suitcase. So you like open it up and be like, check out my merchandise. And it's just gonna be
Check out the
bikers.
merch.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he's going to put a bunch of Sharpies over it first, so when you look at it, there's going to be that fear. But
PTSD. Yeah,
dig through the Sharpies.
That's a really good idea.
that's a really good idea. He did the same thing to Eric with crayons, but Eric ate all the crayons.
Yeah. Well,
He loves the smell of the color 9.
the purple is my favorite.
What rhymes
It's
with
really like grape when you think about it.
purple?
No, because he's not really going to keep the boxes right. So what's really stopping you from, just practicing a little bit on some of the
fair.
boxes?
That
Not
is
drawn on
fair.
the box. He's going to draw on every one of the minifigures.
Okay,
I
maybe at
will.
least
I will
one.
try and get you these before Chicago because I'm sure you're going to want to put a few sig figs together before Chicago,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yep. So how far did you get, Eric? Where you at?
Pretty far. I mean, I got a few bags left. It's,
I think
again, I
goes
wanted
like
it for the minifigures, not necessarily for the ship, but the angles that they produce on it are really nice.
It's interesting.
That's a good
isn't it?
ship. That's a good
Yeah,
ship.
I just, we get into this realm with Star Wars and where we're into blacks and dark grays and stuff, and that's what makes the Guardian ship, which you can kind of see back there, so special, of how like bright and vibrant that is compared to
Yeah,
everything
for
else.
sure.
So I wish there was a way to have more color, but maybe break up the black and add some more dark bluish gray or something, like make it look a little weathered.
I think what makes the Guardian ship is that name or the plaque for it.
Well, that completes it.
Now that Guardian ship is probably one of my favorite pieces.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible.
So
That new
yeah,
Guardian ship, not so much. Not
Joe's
so
headed out
much.
for the night. Yeah, good night, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Good night, Joe. And well, I think that's it for this evening. So
Monty's got a question. You may have missed it. Interested in what people think of a $650 Venator. Was hoping for something smaller, both footprint and price wise. Just running out of room. Yeah, if it's like I got 2 schools of thought. Yes, it's a shit ton of money, and it's going to be
cheaper than the Star Destroyer.
That's true. It's
Yep.
going to be a display that's just as awkward as the Star Destroyer. Mine
Yep.
is like hanging off the shelf a little bit, and Kevin had to build a special shelf for his, right? So, but at the same time, that Star Destroyer is a beautiful display. It's fantastic. They needed to build at that scale to get the design right, and so I'm willing to compromise a bit on price and size if it looks good. That's the way I feel about it. Especially that Venator. People have wanted that. They've wanted that for a while.
That's how I've made all my money. People are willing to bend on price for size. So,
We're a highbrow program, folks. Highbrow.
I'm just trying to get back down to your
Very
level.
educated.
yeah, edumacated.
Smoking pipes.
No, I think that's going to be really nice. I mean, there's nothing on piece count yet, right? That's going to come out on that. But I'm, they've done a really good job lately on the UCS stuff, barring what the X-Wing looks like. But with the Razor Crest, the AT-AT, right? Like it seems like the level of builds are getting just a little bit better every time out. So I don't know. I think that's going to be a hard one to pass up.
And for $650, they should, right? It should be an incredible build. It should be an incredible set.
Absolutely.
Should come with incredible minifigures too.
Yeah. It'll come with 2 probably.
Yeah.
But
BD1
didn't they-
droid.
Didn't they
And
say
what
it's going to come with a Rex? And so
I think so.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
that's his
Right
first
now it's
freeze
in the back.
tonight. Look at that. Right at the end, he freezes right up. I need a
Yeah.
picture of this. Shit. Hold on.
In your face.
Oh,
Can-
oh, that's a
can you
good
hear
one.
I'm here.
Yeah, we got you.
Captain Rex.
Yes.
You're going to get a Captain Rex.
So I'm excited to see when pictures come out on it and when we start seeing some stuff. I think it's going to be a beautiful set.
Yeah, me too. All right. Well, good evening, everybody, and thanks for joining us tonight. And we'll see you guys next week. Stay safe.
Take care, everybody.
Bye now. See you on the
If you
flippity
ever
flip.
show me up